Many people receive and ignore at least one spam message promising an inheritance by an apparent deceased relative in a foreign country. But it seems with the festive season comes a certain level of throwing caution to the wind and becoming victim to these and other scams. From identity theft through fake social media adverts to the spread of malware through holiday e-cards and, as Pretoria-based businessman Max Ndala quickly learned, one can be a victim of plain fraud if not careful. Ndala, who owns a handful of cars registered with a taxi-hailing app, thought Christmas had come early for him when he saw a social media advert of the car he wanted at an unbelievably low price 2 weeks ago.
I saw the advert of the car on Facebook on the 13th. That was Thursday. And then I communicated with the guy who was advertising the car. And then he eventually said that the car belongs to somebody else. He is also only responsible for advert. So from there, he inboxed me the numbers of that guy who was the owner of the car. So I communicated with the guy.
After he was satisfied with the condition of the car, Ndala moved to make an immediate payment.
I've transferred that money with my cell phone, and then I did pay and clear same time. So, okay, we are in the car there. The guy eventually shifted there and went to the office. And then all of a sudden, when I rethink that, the time is going, and then I don't see the guy anymore because I must get an invoice, and then I must get a notice of the car. So from there, I went to the office where he was showing me the papers of the car. When I arrived there, I found the owner of the car. The owner of the dealer. So I'm telling them that, no, man, I'm still waiting for the papers of the car and the invoice for that payment. I want to go, I'm in a hurry. So the owner of the dealer started to say, no, we are still waiting for payment. Did you pay the car? He said, no. On which bank? I said, no, at ABSA. The guy gave me, your salesman gave me ABSA account. And then the guy said, no. The owner of the dealer said, no. Our bank is Standard Bank.
Although a case was opened and an investigation is underway, Ndala's festive season has been spoiled.
This is pure fraud. If there was an agreement between me and the suspect, why did he disappear from the dealer? He was supposed to deliver the car and then disappear after he delivered the car. So the guy disappeared with my money, and then I was stuck at the dealer and then not having the car, not having the money, because the dealer was claiming that no, the car belongs to them. The car does not belong to the guy.
Despite warnings, these occurrences remain far too prevalent.
The issue, though, is the more activity there is, the easier it is for fraudsters to mingle amongst us and to abuse, the high traffic volumes and the queues at the ATMs and so forth. So we really have seen that increased economic activity does create increased opportunity for criminals to abuse the confusion that might be out there in the busy shopping centers and so forth. So it's a case of just making sure that you remember all of the tips, go to the SABC website, go and read the papers, follow the advice that you're given on Facebook and Twitter through the communications that the banking industry and SABC share with the public to help them stay safe, and just follow some good common sense.
The scams are not limited to ordinary citizens. Arts and Culture Minister Natim Teta warned of criminals using his and other ANC leaders' names to solicit money. Police remain vigilant.
We want to make sure that our community members are safe when they go to the malls, and we won't say when we are going to those malls some of the times, on other times, but on most of the time the police are there and making sure that they are patrolling. Some you can't see them because they are in civilians, but when things happen, please, there are phone numbers which you must always have for the sector, for the surrounding sector. When there is a suspicious things happen, phone that sector number or utilize our number 08600 10111. We'll make sure that we are able to respond as quick as possible.
But if you do find yourself in the unfortunate situation of being defrauded this season, Remember, a speedy call to your bank and the police could stop the scamsters in their tracks. Itakana Magwedze, SABC News, Johannesburg.